Hi, welcome back to Zoke Tech. In this video, we're showing you how to complete the Crosswalk Challenge. In just a second, I'm going to invite you closer so you can see this in action, where it blinks for 20 times in 20 seconds, pauses for 10 seconds, and then pauses for another 10 seconds. I'm also going to walk you through 4 examples of code. 2 examples that are actually really good, and then 2 examples that are so awful you would never want to use them. Come in closer. Alright, while you're watching the crosswalk in action, I want to walk you through 4 examples of code. And this first one is this hard-coded version. Essentially what we've done here is we've written a line of code that turns it on for half a second, turns it off for half a second, and then I've copied and pasted this 20 times. And that will make my light blink for 20 times in 20 seconds. I also want to point out, you see these lines are gray. The 2 parts there, those 2 backslashes are called comments. And what it allows me to do is write in my code so other people can read it without affecting actually the programming. Underneath that, I've put a line of code in here that will turn it off for 10 seconds. And then underneath that, I've added one more line of code that will turn it on for 10 seconds. Then because it's a loop, it will naturally restart. That's the hard-coded version. It's not the best, and you'll notice it takes 119 lines. A better version, actually the best version, is this loops version. And what you'll see here is that I've written that same section of code that turns it on for half a second and off for half a second, but then I've told it to loop it, to run for 20 times. And then after that, I've just said turn off for 10 seconds, turn on for 10 seconds, and then because it's in a loop, it'll repeat. This is the best version. There are 2 other versions. There's this no white space version, where what it does is essentially it's 119 lines of code, but I've taken out all the white space. And what this does is it makes it harder to read. People think, well, it takes less lines, so it's a better version. No, it's not. It's actually harder to read. It would be very hard to edit. It's hard to tell, is it 20 times that it's doing this, or is it 80 times? You know, what's going on here? So we always want to keep some white space in there to make it easy to read. Another thing you do not want to do is make everything horizontally. Even though this will work, it's hard to read. I would have to scroll left and right to see everything, and if something's off, the whole program is very hard to edit. So out of these 4, the best version is this loops version. That's what we want to do.